So, it's 2023 and you want to make some additional money. Well, let's talk about it. Hey everybody, welcome to the video today. Today we'll be talking about 3 side hustles that most of you can start today, whether you're looking to make an additional source of income, have some extra money on your side, or to challenge yourself in 2023. These 3 side hustles are sure to spark your interest, so let's sit back, relax, and let's get right into the video. The first side hustle that I'm going to talk about today is Airbnb. The amount of money you can make with Airbnb depends on different factors. Some of those factors include the location, the size of your amenity, and the space of your amenity. And we also can't forget the demand of rentals in that area. However, a lot of hosts are the people who are hosting their space, can earn a lot of money, a significant amount of money, if they do it right. To kind of put stuff into perspectives, here are a few examples of how much money people can make. Some hosts make a couple $100 a month, some hosts make a couple $1,000 a month, and some people can even make up to 6 figures doing this side hustle. But it definitely depends on how you put your space together. Some people can buy a full-blown house and make it a vacation home for people, like buying a home near Disney, making it a vacation home for people, for families. Some hosts can earn thousands of dollars a month or even hundreds of thousands of dollars a month just by buying a vacation home and renting out their space. You'd be surprised how many people really want to buy the Airbnbs. Some people like to go to hotels, but some people love that personal space for them and their family. And you can provide that with your Airbnb. The median annual income for Airbnb hosts across the United States is $9,300 a month. So you may be asking, I don't have a home. I don't have enough money to buy a home right now. Well, some of you have extra spaces or even a spare room that you can Airbnb out. Some hosts who want to Airbnb out their vacation homes or just their space. You can do this with not only just with a big home, you can do this with your apartment, you can do this with extra space, your guest house in the back, your attic, or a specific room in the house. The thing is that you have to work with what you got. People can rent out their apartment for the weekend on Airbnb. It makes a couple $100 or a couple $1,000 that way. It just depends. It's all about being creative, creating a space where people feel comfortable in that home and creating those additional services. The biggest thing is about being creative and even creating more services like concierge services, meal preparations, and even transportation. In addition to those 3 services that I just provided, you can do a whole bunch of things like have landmarks, mark the landmarks that people love. Some really nice restaurants in the area. All of these services are just ways that you can be creative to make sure that you get people to rent out your space. It is worth noting that earning potential definitely depends on the area, the location. Location is very important. Overall, the amount of money that you can make using Airbnb can vary greatly. But many hosts are able to earn a significant amount of money just renting out their space and renting out what they have. I would definitely check this out, see if it's a good thing for you. If not, it's fine. But it is something to keep in your head because it's definitely a really good way to make additional source of income. The second side hustle is copywriting. So what is copywriting? Copywriting can be used to persuade customers to, buy the product and or take some action on a product. Some of the ways that you can kind of get into copywriting is kind of learning the basics. Some of the basics when it comes down to copywriting is studying the art of advertising, the art of communication, and the art of marketing. Some of the core principles that you can learn with copywriting are psychology, the principle of storytelling, and the principle of persuasive writing. Now, a lot of that stuff is extremely important because it captures the audience attention. That's the whole point. Capturing the audience attention and directing them to where you want them to be. And then the more you do this, the more comfortable you get with copywriting, you can start doing freelance work. One of the best freelance websites out there is Fiverr.
So what you want to do is you want to go ahead and you want to create yourself a Fiverr account. When you create your account, you want to go to your account settings, and then you want to scroll all the way down until you see become a seller. Click learn how, and there you're going to see a whole bunch of links of how to start selling on Fiverr. This is where you can start to sell your skills. Really good resource, people. Highly recommend it. Love this website.
So once you start to gain that experience, start to gain the confidence with doing copywriting and doing some freelance work for cheap or whatnot, you can start to move on to bigger and better. The more experience that you gain, the more you can add to your portfolio. The more you can start showing off, okay, this is what I do, and this is how well it's been going. And then you start to build more connections with people and people that you already work with through Fiverr, and that's how you build your clientele. And then the better you get, the more you can branch out to different companies, to different businesses, help persuade customers to take action on their whatever they're selling, whatever they're selling, whether it's a service, whether it's a product, anything. And again, once you start building your confidence, your competence, when it comes down to that stuff, you start building that network, which is really going to help you. So yeah, these side hustles may take a little while, but it's worth it if you get into it as soon as possible so you can start building those connections. The other side hustle that I'm going to talk about today is low content books. Now, low content books is a really good side hustle because it's a niche market. This is a niche market. It targets a specific audience. And that audience usually is for people who like to have a creative outlet, such as who love to do puzzles, people who love to do journals, people who love to do note-taking. Low content books are always in demand because people love to put their creative thoughts on paper or on the computer or on something digital. So this is where you can get creative. There's a whole bunch of low content books out there on Amazon that you can do, which would be fantastic to see kind of how it works. Low content books are cost effective, versatile, and very easy to distribute. And again, it makes it so easy to distribute now because of Amazon. Amazon is going to be one of your greatest friends with this. It's extremely small, extremely lightweight. So now you're curious, what exactly are low content books? It's basically books that have really low content in them. They don't contain a lot of writing or text.
And here's a few examples of those things I was talking about. Here's some puzzle books on Amazon. If you go ahead and you search up Sudokus, you search up note-taking, you search up all these things, you'll definitely get a lot of low content books that you can draw inspiration from. I don't recommend copying it, but I do recommend just drawing inspiration from them and seeing what you can and can't do. As you can see, there's planners, there's just notebooks, there's a little bit of everything out there.
So I implore you, look more into the low content books and what you can put out there for people. Because you'd be surprised, there's a very niche market and there's so many people that love this stuff. So this would be a great opportunity to provide this and, do it on Amazon.
Thank you all for watching. If you like the content and tips, please leave a like, comment, and please subscribe as it helps the channel. Peace.